Welcome everyone to the aspirant penetration tester. I hope you all are doing great on this day. So today I am doing a TryhackMe lab, and specifically the TryhackMe lab that I am intending to demonstrate today is the Hydra lab. So let me just log in and we can get started. Oh boy. So just give me 1 second of your time, please. So here we are in the Hydra lab, and here we have the introduction on how to do the lab. But first, let me just reset my progress so I can show you on how to actually do this lab from zero to hero. So I would advise you to read through the Hydra introduction. If you know or may not know Hydra, just for me to refresh your memory, Hydra is a brute forcing tool to brute force on websites, on SSH, on all of these protocols right here. So Hydra is a wonderful password spraying tool. So knowing that we can potentially log into various computers via SSH or into a website's form. We can use Hydra to attack a website's form. Anything like that, anything that you see in the protocols right here, we can use Hydra to do. So let me just go down to task 2. And as you can see, this is a basic Hydra command right here for the FTP protocol, file transfer protocol, and you have SSH right here, and this is the descriptions of how to use the switches. Very useful to note. Post web form. We can use Hydra to brute force web forms too. You will have to make sure you know which type of request it's making. A get or post method are normally used. So as you can see, here is the syntax of how you would be using the tool. So that's wonderful to keep in note. And some other tools are options and their descriptions right here and how you can use them. So let's get on to hacking. So you will want to go to the vulnerable website that TryhackMe has set up for us wonderfully. So if you come over here and you check here, you see that the username is Molly. So that's great. So we should type Molly and specify a password. You realize that you get your username or password is incorrect. That is very good to note because Hydra for the web post method or for using the website login login form, you would need to know how the website deals with incorrect login attempts so that Hydra can use the tool properly. So that's great to note. Now we want to go over to Hydra or our terminal, and we can actually copy this syntax that is right here. So we can copy that and paste it into a terminal. After we have done that, we just need to specify our username, which as TryhackMe let us know it is Molly, and you realize that this is a lowercase l because it's one username that we're specifying. If it was a word list, we would specify uppercase L. And you have uppercase P, meaning that we need to specify a word list. So the word list I'm going to be using is RockU, which is famous, well, not really famous, but let's say notorious for weak passwords back when they got hacked sometime in the past. And after we specify the word list, we should specify the IP address, the method that we would be using, which you can see is HTTP post form. So we need to go to the website, and as you can see that it is on this website, but the directory that it is on is /login. So that's wonderful to note again. So now we can go back to our terminal, and here you noted that it is in double quotations. You should enter /login followed by a colon, username, and equal caret user caret and password in password equal caret pass caret and colon f equal incorrect. So that f equals incorrect, you can simply copy what's right here to know that that is the incorrect. Now that's what happens when the website responds with an incorrect username or password, to know that when the login fails, so Hydra knows when the login fails. Or you can also, well, not you can also, but for noting the parameters, you could use Burp Suite also. So if you launch Burp Suite, you can get the parameters which you would want to test, which TryhackMe have already taken into consideration and makes the work so much easier for us, so we can understand to the best of our abilities. So just me going out of my way to show you how you can get a parameter for maybe a different website out there. So I'm going to use Foxy Proxy with Burp Suite, and I'm going to specify a random username with a random password, and I'm going to hit login, and Burp Suite will automatically intercept that request. So as you can see, here is a username and the password is also here. So if you notice that this and what is in our terminal kind of looks exactly identical, except for the user that is right here, because this is basically telling us, or telling Hydra, that is where you want to attack, and this is telling Hydra that that's the other parameter that you would like to attack. So that's another way to look on it. So I'm going to go ahead and head out and turn off my Foxy Proxy and exit out of Burp Suite, so we don't have that. So now let's fire off our Hydra and type capital V for verbose and hit enter. So Hydra will now attempt the user and the password. As you can see very quickly right here, we have gotten a successful in different colors here. Valid password found, Molly and Sunshine. So if we were to go back to here and enter Molly, enter password. It wasn't password, but it was Sunshine. I hit enter. No, that is your first flag. So we can go ahead and copy this, and we can head over to TryhackMe, and we can go ahead and submit this. Very easy, wasn't it? So knowing that, use Hydra to brute force Molly's SSH password. What is flag 2? So for this, you must know what SSH is. We can go ahead and clear out that. So if you do not, you can always go to the man pages of SSH, which gives you a brief description on the tool and how you can possibly use it. So from reading here, SSH client is a program for logging into a remote machine and for executing commands on a remote machine. It is intended to provide secure encrypted communications between two untrusted hosts or insecure network. So SSH connects and logs into specified destination, which may be specified as either user at and host name. So that is a quick way on how you can use the SSH protocol. So you can simply go SSH Molly, and you can use the IP address right there. Molly at the IP address. Hit enter. It's going to ask you for a password. If it comes up with a prompt before this, you may want to specify yes or no. I use yes, so that's why I didn't get but that prompt right there. And we didn't use Hydra to brute force, so we do not know the password, unfortunately. So we can control C out of that, and we can head back up here, and we can copy this actually. Press copy, now paste clipboard. So you can change FTP file transfer protocol to SSH. You can delete the pass, and you can now specify the ROCU TXT. You know, in the real world, you won't necessarily will be using the ROCU TXT or the ROCU word list. It's just a word list that comes in Kali Linux by default, and you can specify the user as Molly and hit enter and that. And as you can see, Hydra will just beat up that machine trying to log in constantly until it finds the login. So now we have found a valid password of butterfly with the user of Molly. So we can go, oh, I entered that wrong. So we can go ahead and log in back with password butterfly. Hit enter. As you can see, we now have an SSH tunnel to that machine. So common Linux commands, I think you would want to know them. For example, pwd print working directory. We're in Molly. We can also go ls, and we can now perhaps use the cat command to concatenate flag 2 txt and hit enter. So now you have seen that here's the flag 2 of the Hydra TryhackMe lab. So thank you for watching this video. If you have learned something, please like and subscribe. Comment down below for what you want to see next. And thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.